Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Ray Reynolds here with RaysWebinar.com. Ultimate goal, give you all the tools you need to get past go. Main thing for every one of you is to listen, learn, all right, and get that tablet and pen. Keep in mind, our information is protected many, many ways. We had someone else, one of the clients, try to steal my information, act like me again. Can't do that because it's protected. Now, please understand today. All right, I make a lot of commitments to help all of you. I got some families I'm trying to help too. Today, I've got to raise $5,000. And I'm talking today. Let's make a deal. Don't put off anything anymore if you wanted to do something. Today, you can make a deal, and let me tell you, we'll actually come through on that too and get the life of the deal in the lifetime for you. So, ultimate goal is pretty simple as we do this. Main thing we have to do is a couple things. Remember, I'm going to basically talk to you about planning problems. Oh, this morning I've had 20 things kick my assets too. But the next thing we have to think about is safety credit. $100,000 of credit. Can't jack it up. It's personal credit. I got to make sure I understand, and you understand. You can't write off the interest rate or the credit card at all. So what I want you to do is put a sticky in the back of your credit card, please. Put the limit, put the 25%, 29%. You need to know it's 25% and 29% period to maintain an 820 credit score. You take a card past 29%, you drop your score, you get stuck, you can't get any more. The ultimate goal is pretty simple. It's called the line of defense. I want you to drive through your city today and look at those grocery stores and banks that have been shut down. I want you to understand they're still in business. They have other locations, right? So they bankrupt that piece. All right, they had a 100-year lease. They wrote off their loss, all right, on their taxes like it's an income, but they're still in business today. What about you? What did you do? Why did you bring the pain home? Why don't you understand the pattern of 3? If you get the tools and the rules, you can go get it. Some of you got a corporation before you met me. But they do say 98% don't do a darn thing if those at all. So please understand, never bring the pain home ever again. You're going to learn a little bit about me and my journey can help you too, flat out. So let's understand something today. I got to be with Mrs. Hope as a little boy. I was 3 to 10 years old. She got her weekly and monthly checks. And what did she do? She dropped me off right down to Beach Pier every morning. She was the she-devil from hell. I didn't like stealing and begging off the pier. I thought it sucked. But I used the brain that God gave me, the IQ too, and let's see how I did. I got my first Lamborghini as a kid. Then I got my Lamborghini collection. Got my Duffys, got my mansions. I broke some world records having fun. I parked my race boat in my backyard, where you park yours. From there, I got my helicopter and I got my yacht. Don't forget about the Ferraris too. This is not to brag. This is to ask you flat out, why haven't you done this? Oh, you're going to tell me where you were born? Okay, I was born in a taxi. A little girl got pregnant with me. I got born in the taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She wanted a little girl. Well, I'm a boy with a wee-wee. So she gave me a girl's name and hell, raised my middle name. I've been pissed off since the day I was born. You see, I made sure I read every book I could. I invented and created Ray's Rules. God gave it to me. Let's see if I can give it to you today. Can you pay attention, please? Winning the game of business. I wrote that 43 years ago. I listened to a poker game of Mrs. Hope's. I heard a corporation's a legal person. Can you write that down, please? You see, there's 300 ways to use that correctly. From there, I started helping end industries at 9.5. Brought in 100,000. All right, 9.5. How am I doing so far? At 2021, this is fast track. I want you done in 90 days or less. Then I want to get you to the next level. Every 90 days. Now understand, give me your time for 90 days. That's all I'm asking for from you in the beginning. You all bought books, How to Make Money Get Rich, and you spent thousands on something that probably did not work for you. I want to make sure you understand you're stuck with me at every seminar, workshop, and boot camp. Now classes, I broadcast 25 times a week, up to 4 times a day live. I don't like pre-recorded crap. Today, a specialty class is about real estate. I invented Homestead Blocker and UCC went the chattel mortgage years ago. I had 841 million before my coma. All right, so let's understand that class. They're trying to sell it to you in the office for $249. If you Zelled it during this webinar with me, I would give you the class for $145. You spend up to 2 hours this afternoon at 3:30 about real estate with me. You learn some of the things that got me up to the $2 billion almost on money and $841 million of real estate too. After you Zell it, all right, email review@raisecredit.com. Scott will send you the link. There's the Zell information. Take a picture of that page today. Ultimate goal, let Gina know too. She'll actually follow through for you as well. Ultimate thing for all of us is, remember, I have a Q&A class twice a week. Now, I'm the guy that created $1 million for my cat years ago as a stunt, just for the heck of it. I got written up in Inc. magazine. They said use plastic to finance your business. You want to know why? Because you get to write off corporate credit and interest rates. Would you like $10 million, by the way? Let me know. You see, we got to get you started, know the rules and the tools how to play. You got credit cards? If I add them to my dashboards because I'm an affiliate, I can increase your limits for you. This is an example. One had 300. I changed it to 35,000. They had a $500 card, 26,000, because my history increases it for you. This was 2,500. As you notice, they gave them 30,000. How about a 1,750 to 30,000? Now, my system allows me to get a gold or platinum for you and the corporation simultaneously. Would you like one? Let me know, please. The ultimate goal, here's 61,000. Here's another 30, 15. I like cards 10,000 and above, because 29% rule is $2,900. So lines of credit for you too. Now, I was lucky. I finally got my radio show, TV show back last in March. They're interviewing me. There's $50 million on the table, having fun. The camera guy says, hey, I got a Discovery card. What can you do for me? I took his Discovery for $5,500 and I changed it to $16,700. So if you have a card you want me to play with and add it to my dashboard, let me know. Normally it's $1,000 per card. Today, if you want one just to see if I'm for real and have some fun with you, it's $129. Because I've got to raise $5,000 for those families today. 3 cards normally, it's going to cost you $345. Ultimate thing, there's the Zell if you want me to do it for you. Now, most people, when they lose their job or have an emergency, the next thing happens is they run out of time, they run out of money, they jack up their credit in 42 days, and they bring the pain home. Please don't do that anymore. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough years ago. He was security chief at TRW in Hesperian. Please let me train you today. Please write down Credit Services Act. All right, Google it later today. It'll take you to the Federal Trade Commission. They'll tell you credit repairs against the law, and no one's allowed to collect money up front. They'll refer to you to the Credit Repair Organization Act, too, that says attorneys can't do credit repair. I'd like to rebuild your life. Let's build a relationship in your dreams. I'd like to rebuild your credit the right way. We got to start back in the beginning for you. Remember today, we all got an SSN. The SSN is pretty simple. They told us to get a job, we got to get an SSN so they can tax us on our income, by the way. Read the card front and back, please. Get it out of your person wallet. Do not laminate. My favorite's number 2. Don't use it for ID purposes. And what happens when you fill out an application? What did you do? Here's the application you filled out as a teenager like I did. Read the card front and back, please. It even says property of such administration and not you. The creditors use it and abuse it too. My system called Rapid Refresh, I get to block the crap and shoot your score up some more. Would you like it today? Let me know. Remember, what I want to do is build a relationship. I want to repackage your whole life, your house, your car, your bank account too. You see, we don't want to bring the pain where? Home ever again. I've been in 2 comas in my life. I used credit to save my life both times. So let's think about something today. When I was a little boy, they used to save money for a rainy day. I kept asking to explain it to me. They could not do that at all. In my life, there's always 20 things that go wrong. And this morning, it's like Murphy's been trying to kick my assets too. Bottom line is simple. If you needed $5,000 today, You ask your friends, your family, your bank, they probably all say no. If you had a safety credit card in your hand like I do for $5,000, I don't want to use it and abuse it, but I will use it. I will pay it back down too. If I max it out today, the payment is $50 a month. The average person wastes that every other day. Next thing is they say you waste $140 a week. I don't know if it's true about you. Remember those $100,000 of cards, $50,000 a piece? Can't write off the card or the interest rate at all. The payment, if I max out one of those cards today, is $612.26. What the average person wastes on a given month, we could have bought 2 pizza locations with a drive-through or a delivery service that stays open to a pandemic. All right, stop wasting money. Never bring the pain where again? Home. Ultimate goal is up to you. Plan on the problem. Safety credit. Today you're going to learn a little bit. Get in the workshops with me. You'll learn a heck of a lot more. Line of defense. Why'd you bring the pain home? Because you didn't learn how to play the game like the bank and grocery store do. You got a choice today. I want you to basically do me a favor today. All right? The bottom line is simple. Reach in your goal. Believe in yourself. It's pretty simple to you. I believe in God and I believe in me. So what I did when I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet, all right, in 1981, guess what? It's pretty simple today. That just proves white men don't jump. All right? No, it proves that they do. You know how many ding-dongs tell you they don't jump? I hold the record. So the bottom line is simple today. All right? I want you to understand something. Okay? When these people around you tell you can't do this or that, please don't listen to them. God gave you a gift and a dream. See it, believe, and go get it today, please. As we do this today, please understand something. We got to go back to you some more. SSN. You got to get the job. And what did that do for you? Pretty simple, it did. Listen carefully. SSN equals a job to 1040 tax return. That's all it's for. These are the IRS's rules and tools. So let's understand today. Your SSN, you jack up the card past 29%, what happens to you again? It drops your score. You get stuck. You can't get any more. What I want you to do is stick you on the back of the card. Why? I want you to put the limit. I want you to figure out 25 to 29% and know your numbers today. Every time you pull out of your purse or wallet, before you use it, ask yourself if you're going to abuse it and drop your score some more. Put yourself on check. So understand the other reason you got an SSN, all right, because we're the cladder for the United States of America. Nixon took the gold standard out. Now that tablet and pen, write down and raise rules one more time. Do it again. I want to get you $100,000 of personal credit. Don't say that's crazy. You lost your job or had an emergency. You're afraid to feed your family. You're afraid to pay your house payment too. All right, and pay what? All the bills? Understand something. When blank hits the fan, all right, you lose your job or there's a damn pandemic. All right, you better have $71,000 credit. That's safety credit to feed your family up to 2 years. But when you take all that money and credit from your family and you roll the dice, sorry to say, that just hurts the family anyway. Stop using the wrong money, please. Now, please do this today. Start listening to me. I want to change your life to million to billion. I got $2 billion by the time I was 26. I haven't had a paycheck for 20 years. How am I doing so far? You got a choice today to learn how to play. Now, I've been in 2 comas in my life. I should have been dead years ago. I got shot twice, knifed 6 times too. But the bottom line is pretty simple. The first coma, I was 5.5 years old. I watched the kids ride bicycles. God gave me a brain that I could actually look what they did, and I got on the bicycle. I rode it right away. The problem is it's kind of funny. I didn't watch them stop the bicycle. So when I got on the bicycle and I was doing 40 miles an hour down the hill, I stopped the bike with my face. Pop! When I woke up, the lady says, I'm sorry, you're not going to walk again. If you got to go pee-pee, ring the bell. I rang that bell so hard the hand was friggin' numb. I crawled on my belly and I went pee-pee and got to the toilet myself and I got back up again. My last cum was 2009. So if you got excuses or you got things holding you back, believe me, I'm going to shake you up. We're going to basically reference it, put it in the past, and let's go get it. Bottom line is, Scott, don't tell anybody today what you're receiving. Got it, Scott? Next thing's very simple. What I want you to do is understand something. All right? There's me in a coma in 2009. What did I do? We took my yacht out in the backyard. We took the yacht out from the backyard for people to watch the fireworks. Bottom line is pretty simple. I gave me H1N1 pandemic number 9. Someone who came on my yacht killed me. I was in the coma and I basically prayed to God. And I said, if you let me live, I'll help people until the day I die. That's what I'm trying to do for you. It's pretty simple to understand this flat out today. Now, there's my yacht, there's my race boat, there's the largest U-Dock in Huntington Harbor, there's my address too. Probably the most verified person you can find on the planet today. So let's understand something. I made my promise to God, and guess what? I got to live again. I did come out of that coma eventually, because I know basically working with witness protection years ago, how to seal my record. Even though I'm walking on an oxygen tank, and put my score back to an 820. Then I popped $1 million credit card again. So let's understand something today. All right, I want to teach you how to do that too. It's called closet divisions. Can you write it down, please? All right, that way you have a backup for a backup no matter what happens in your life today. Now, I'm going to tell you flat out, you get no chance. You get a do-over. There's no such thing. You get to live or die. So please understand something today. I'm going to tell you to wear a mask. But don't argue about that too. You see, it takes a moment to die and a lifetime to live. Bottom line. Pandemic 9 kills me. I get to live again. And we got pandemic number 19. By the way, there will be another one come down the road. Be prepared this time. Now, can you do something that I do? At least try it once, please. Since I was a little boy, I wake up at 2:25. I wish I could sleep in. It just doesn't work for me. I drop to my knees. I say, thank you, Jesus, for another day. And then I go look in the mirror for 2 minutes. You see, I put myself in check. Try this once. Please, I pray you try this. I want you to ask yourself 2 questions. Have I completed everything I need to? The answer is no. Is there more to be done? Then why are you getting up and late? Shouldn't you get up early in the morning, like 4:30 in the morning, ready to go? But here's the problem with most people. You're going to ask your friends and family what they think. Have they made millions and billions of dollars you're trying to get to? The answer is no. Why are you allowing them to cloud your direction? Do me a favor. 90 days. Don't tell anybody what you're going to do. Bite your tongue. Because the moment you start talking about them, what you're going to do, they're going to interrupt your conversation. Well, this is what I'm going to do. Most of the people around you are full of crap, sorry to say. So I want you to basically, let's go get it first. And then when they see you get it, then they're going to go, how'd you do that? RaiseRules.com. Pretty simple. Let's go chase the money. Money to me is pretty simple. I can pay my bills, feed my family. I don't have to steal and beg off of a peer. I can help you. 9 out of 10 people hate their job anyway. They really do. But it's okay. We're getting older, slower. We're not as pretty as we used to be. Go back to the job you hate. It's okay. Eventually they're going to fire you anyway. Then you're going to go deliver some pizza. Is that your American dream? Can you write down this? Not to take a picture. I want to put it here. I want to get you to $100,000 card. Corporate card. You can write off the interest rate in the credit card. I want you to listen carefully. This is your 6 months goal list I'm going to do for you. And take away all the excuses anymore. I don't want to set up the corporation my way. I want your first piece of property through a division since I invented the rules in '86. We have a real estate class today. You don't want to miss that at all. From there, I want your first franchise funded. You don't want to run a franchise? There's companies that do that for you too. We just make sure they got a drive-through so they stay open through a pandemic. Now, here's your next goals. I want you to have $1 million card or $1 million in the corporate bank account so they can't tax it. Put it in yours, see what happens. I want you to live in your dream house like I do. I want $5 million of real estate. Don't forget that class today. I want you to have franchises. This is your 12 months goal list. And I'm going to do the work for you. We can do it together if you want. Bottom line, it's up to you. It's kind of like when I do my personal touch program as well. I do 4 of these every 6 months. I got 1 left. It's pretty simple. I get blueprint calls to you. I get to repackage you personally. That's for 3 months, a call every week, 12 weeks. 15 minutes to 30 minutes at a time. By the way, I get you $100,000 a card. And what I want to do is hand you 9 divisions. I want to teach you how to take that 100,000 to 9 divisions to $1,000,000. I want you to learn the pattern of 3. I want you to protect your assets too. Bottom line is, you get 3 months of all my classes, and I do 25 a week live. So the bottom line today, if you want, you can call the office and see who the best price will give you that for the last one I got. Once it's gone, I won't have any more till after June. So let's understand, the Dun & Bradstreet. People always, I want a Dun & Bradstreet. No, you want cash first. But if you want a Dun & Bradstreet, okay, I'll set it up for you. All right, I wrote their fast track program anyway 33 years ago. So I'll get you the Dun & Bradstreet. I'll get you an 80 score. I'll hand you 5 accounts. And what'll happen is, normally I charge you $1,000. Today, since I'm trying to raise money for those families, simple. I'm going to give it away for $399 as long as it's Zelled during the webinar to me. Simple. When my phone makes a noise, I know it got Zelled, and I know what happens next. You get to play with me. There's the Zell information. Now, here's the thing. I'm afraid to be broke. So I got safety credit, got all the pieces I need to do. I always get $1,000 of Visa gift cards, and I get them off the Staples card. Why do I do that? I put it in my wallet, just in case I need some money now. I also set up Square to my cell phone. So between 1 to 5,000, I can slide it right away. I get the money right now, too. There's always a way to turn supply credit into cash as well. There's a Zelle if you want me to do that for you. It's pretty simple to do. Ultimate goal today is pretty simple. When I listened to the poker game, I was 7.5 years old. Literally, this is at Mrs. Hope's house. All right, the she-devil from hell. They said a corporation's a legal person. I wrote my notes. They thought it was weird. Probably true. You know what I heard when I heard a corporation's a legal person? Write it down. Write it down. Please write it down so when you record it here. All right, I heard my way out of hell if I could figure it out. See, every one of you have been looking for a blueprint. You've been looking for the rule instruction manual. And what happens, you bought a book, How to Make Money and Get Rich. All right, someone else's story. All right, or you get a corporation, they don't hand you this because they don't have what it takes to go do it. But you know what? When I rode my bicycle the next day, because I couldn't sleep all night, to the Torrance Police Department, I knew there was a library next door. I went in and I said, ma'am, would you help me please? She says, here's a book, here's a microfiche. It's hard at times because people don't understand. I have total recall on most things and an IQ off the friggin' chart. When I was a kid in school, they thought I was retarded because I knew how to read the book backwards to them, and they didn't like that too. I got pissed off that day. I read the book. It didn't give me what I was looking for. So I went to that library almost every day till I was 9.5. Then I sent away a money order for a nonprofit called Helping Hand Industries. Got 100,000 in the mail. I brought in $1,014,000, double billion, 26. How the heck am I doing so far? If you ever want to know the rules and the tools, it's in those 12 books and CDs. From there, I had $841 million of real estate before the coma. Bottom line is I wrote Become the Bank, Buckets of Money, Tax Balancing too. From here, winning the game of business. You see, it was great for me. I was having fun. I was at the Bonaventure every night for 32 years, every Wednesday night, lying around the hotel to get a hold of me. The books and CDs in my class used to sell for $20,000 a pop. We found them in a warehouse last year in March when people shut down their offices. Office will send you an email for $9.99. If you ever wanted the greatest price you could get, because I'm trying to raise money for those 6 families today, all right, it's basically $4.99. I usually give half price, but wait, there's more. When I started that on my info commercial years ago, now they all copy it too. Understand, $199 if it is Zelle during this webinar. You get 18 books and CDs. But again, I like Zelle wire and deposits. I don't like merchants at all. There's a Zelle information today. You see, you can tell Gina she's in charge of shipping and handling. She'll ship it right away. Ultimate goal is credit rebuilding. I'm going to add you to my dashboard. It has $10 million of history. Affiliate, 115 creditors. I'm going to do a rapid rescore. I'm going to tell you again and again, back of every card, 25 to 29%. You're not going to get the right cash credit, period, without a guarantee as a CFO. Bottom line is I'm going to rebuild you to the quality CFO you need to be. So remember, You want to make millions in real estate? Not a problem. We can do a fixer-up or a duplex and apartment complex too. Franchise, I'm going to try to push you to get one of those, even with a drive-through. They stay open through pandemics, and if you don't want to run it, there are companies that'll do that for you too. Now, when I was incorporated rich and famous people, Lakers, Clippers, and everything you can think, all right, understand something flat out, I invented 84 ways to leverage money and credit to $100 million. Would you like to know a couple ways today? Let's look at a Lamborghini. You see, I got my first one as a kid. Bottom line is the collection too. Today, you drive a car that's registered to you. Sorry, don't take it personally, but you're a duck. If you bump a car, they bump you. They're going to sue you, screw you, and take everything you got. Look at all those nasty attorneys on TV. You see them too. You see rich and famous people, they learn to have what? A company car? Heck, they write it all off, but not you. Write down tax ID and division. Write it down. Tax ID, division. Tax ID, division. I want to make sure you get it here. Your paycheck is called taxable income. If you're using it to pay the payment, the gas, registration, insurance, yell the word no. Please. Why wouldn't you want to drive a company car? Write it all off. IRS rules are public record. SSN equal to job 1040 tax return. SS4 times 4. Pattern of 3. Look at it, it says on line 10. Banking and credit purposes. As an affiliate and the only one on the planet that's allowed to set up credit reports for you per SS4. Banking and credit purposes, by the way. Every card I get you, you get to write off the card and the interest rate too. You don't take it from your family. You don't bring the pain home ever again. That's all you needed to know in the past. Now you know it today. Those grocery stores and banks in your city, they're shut down. You know they bankrupt that piece. You know they're in business today. Why did you bring the pain home? Please answer that question for me. Don't tell me the pandemic made them close locations. Chase Bank's been averaging 100 plus locations, so is B of A, before pandemic. So the bottom line is there's no excuse. You got to know your pattern of 3. It's right in front of you. Draw it, draw it, draw it, draw it, now. You see, debt follows SS4. I wrote the rules in 1986. Where you been? Line of defense. If a division has a problem, like those business open, close, those people can't make up their mind. Not the people of the business, the people that have all those paychecks too. They're ruining them. Bankruptcy is up 78%. Divorce is 64% now. Line of defense. We got a problem with the division. We're going to do the 3-step. We're going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate it today. We're never bringing the pain home ever again. You got this? Golds and platinums are the only cards that the 29% rule doesn't affect as long as it's paid over time. I like to get you 1. I like to get you 10. But I need you to hear the divisions the way I wrote the rules and tools in 1986. It's pretty simple to do. They offer 100 cards, 99 per card. I can turn it into $100 million, but that's probably too much for you too, right? So today, my system, when I add you to it, I get to get a gold or platinum for you. It lets me offer one for the corporation too. Would you like them both? Let me know. Now, a gold card, when I usually do all the work and build it for you, it's $999. Today, listen carefully, it's a one-time opportunity. The moment I basically reach that 5,000, all right, I stop the sale. Today is basically blue light special. It's $275, and I will build you a gold card for you or the corporation for $275. It's a giveaway, but again, it has to be Zelled right away. You got to let Gina know too. Division's pretty simple. I prepare the divisions, I send them to you, sign it, you send it away, they come back. What I do is I basically put the tax IDs and build the credit reports for you. Pretty simple to do. Now, we at the office, they sell them for $500 a piece. Today, I'm going to give you 3 divisions. I'm going to build the credit reports, all the pieces, prepare them, send them to you right away. Okay? Very simple. The price is $299 during this webinar. If you don't do that, they're going to go back to the $1,500 price after I reach the $5,000. Like I said, I want to help you while you help me. I can help those families some more. You Zell that right away. Let Gina know too. Every SS4, I'm allowed to build the Asperian, Equifax, and TransUnion too. Every one of these. So the bottom line is let me build the reports for you. If you want to get into that last personal touch That means you and me, we're building that relationship stronger. I'm calling you. I'm rebuilding your life. $100,000 of credit, 9 divisions, turn it to $1 million. Pattern of 3. Protect your assets some more. And the bottom line, 3 months of all classes. Simple. Call the office. See what price they'll give you, all right, to help us reach that $5,000 goal today. SS4 times 4. Pattern of 3. Division, real estate, franchise, current business. I can build you up to $100,000 to $1 million card. You get to write off the card interest rate. How many would you like? Simple. I'll even guarantee it. I tried giving you $100,000 of personal credit. 29% safety credit again. Ray's rules are simple. I made it simple, called the KISS method. Simple. Here, SSN equal to what? A 1040 tax return. SS 4 times 4. What did it say on line 10 again? It's right in front of you. Line 10. Banking and credit purposes. It's pretty simple to do. Ultimate goal is basically one thing. Please don't violate the rules while we do this program for you, please. When you get these in the mail, do not apply for credit. When I create green lights, do not crash the rapid rescore. She didn't listen, got it all set up, ready to get her a $30,000 card. She got impatient. She says, I'm mad because of my husband, ex-husband, bankruptcy, taxing, all the crap. I said, okay, but I'm not your husband. Let me do this for you. All right? Again, she went after a card. She got one for $300. Sorry, that's pocket change. Not even pocket change. Another client, I removed all this crap, sealed the record like we were doing at Witness Protection. Told him get an Open Sky card. I owe him a $1,000 card. All right? My starter card for him was $3,000. Would you like one? Okay, the bottom line is simple. $300 card became $35,000. $526. $2,500, $30,000. $1,750, $30,000. Gold and platinum, you want one for you and the corporation? Let me know. $61,000, $30,000, $15,000. All right, I like $10,000 and above because 29% is $2,900. Again, cameraman for my show after pandemic killed that too. I turned his card to $16,700. If you just want to try one for the fun of it, it's okay. Or it's usually $1,000. Today, it's simple. I'll play with one of your cards for $129. That's right, $129. From there, you want 3. It's simple, $349. Ultimate goal, you Zelle. You let me know. The bottom line is like anything else. Now, we cannot do credit repair because that's a scam, as the Federal Trade would tell you that too. Bottom line is you've got to do credit rebuilding and know the rules and tools. So the thing is, understand, they're not allowed to collect money up front, but they do. Some of you are probably paying them $99 a month, $1,200 a year. Unless you do a rapid rescore to push the score up and seal the record, you're kind of stuck. 90-day personal workshop. From there, it's $9.99 to you. Ultimate goal, I like to always basically give you between 2 to 10 times the credit back to you. All right, so that bottom line is pretty simple. So when I tell you it's half price today, $499, I'm going to hand you a $1,000 card. Now the bottom line today, because I need to reach that $5,000 to help those people, write down $399. I never offered it, never will again. $399 to you today. If you want to be the starter package for Millionaire, I'm going to do credit rebuilding for you. 80 score, 800 score. I want to make you the qualified CFO. If you got a corp, great. If you don't, I'll hand you the articles, also tax ID. I want you to remember when you watch your favorite movie, you can say the lines before they do. So the setup class on level 1, by the way, they're every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I want to make sure I do the work for you while you listen and learn, and that way you can do it too. Remember something. If you want $1 million paycheck, raise your hand as high as you can. Say, I do. Then I'm going to say that's silly and dumb. You only keep $375. The IRS gets the rest. The IRS rules are simple. Corporations pay tax when they make a profit. Let's get the corporation to bring in the $1 million. They get to pay all the bills first, then pay tax on the leftover. So usually it's $1,999. I offer it for $999. I build you $10,000 of credit. Okay, so I give you half price. Listen very carefully today. That price, because I'm trying to raise that $5,000, is now $799 to you. And if you don't do it during the webinar, good luck. Because I can't do it after that. I'm going to reach that $5,000 if it kills me to do that, because I made a promise. So I can help you, you can help me, and I can help them. The $1 million in the making, oh good. All the same goodies, but now this comes at $25,000 of credit. From there, let's understand something. $25,000 of credit. Half price is $2,499. If it is Zelled today, during this webinar, it is $1,999 to you. If it's not Zelled, you missed out. Every referral I give you is basically what? Another $1,000 of credit. So let's understand, you might be watching me on Google, Facebook, and YouTube. You're missing the PowerPoint in front of me? Get on to raiswebinar.com. Get the full overview. Never bring that pain home ever again. I learned this at 7.5. A corporation's a legal person. It's right in front of you. Chapter 18. It's not legal advice. It's got more rights than you and me. What did the United States of America Incorporate do? They set up the states. Every state's a corporation. They set up their line of defense. It's your turn. Now, now, now. From there, what did the state do? They set up their divisions. Oh, I'm sorry, called cities. The cities are corporations. You watch them file bankruptcy too. So let's understand something flat out today. Why haven't you set up your line of defense? You didn't have to fight for your life like I had to get out of hell? You don't want it bad enough? This is on you. Line of defense, see it, believe it, you never have to bring the pain home ever again. They made sure they set up a Chapter 9 bankruptcy for cities. First one you ever saw was Orange County. So let's understand something today flat out. You are we the people. This is your constitutional right. Nixon took the gold standard out, gave him the key to the printing press. SSN equaled what? Job, 1040 tax return. Guess what will happen next? Mama here, she's got to sign an SSN form. You know why she's got to sign an SSN form? Because the hospital is federally mandated that she must sign the SSN form for the baby within 3 hours the baby was born or less. The government has to bond the baby and print some more money. And they can only do that per SSN. So let's understand again, Mama can't put the baby in the stroller, the car seat. Baby can't go home till Mama signs the SSN form. It's the rules and the tools. Stop bringing the damn pain home. You see grocery stores in cities in your bank, and banks too. Learn to play the game. Every Saturday at 1 o'clock, I do the analysis, tell you what you need to do. Honest to God, the most thing I'd ever ask you to do is 2 things. That's it. The faster you do that, the faster I can pop your credit. Walt Disney and Newsweek's pretty simple. They call him the loophole king. They don't want to pay tax on $1 billion, but they know how to play. They wrote an IOU to themselves, and they didn't pay tax on $1 billion. If Mickey can play the game, so can you. It's about damn time you do. Remember, personal credit is safety. Put it aside. And like that one they're looking at yesterday, they're talking about shelf corps. Shelf corps are crap. It's a joke. Trade lines are crap too. Give me a friggin' break. In the beginning, everybody needs cash. Cash, cash, cash. How are you going to pay the lights in the building and the employees without cash? I want to get you 8 credit cards per division. 9 lines of credit. Then we're going to decide about vendor credit, supply credit, marketing credit, lease credit, and gas cards too. I'm going to make you the greatest CFO you've ever been. You got a choice today. Ultimate goal is like the gold cards. I love these cards. Why? Because I can push that sucker up to $1 million and the 29% rule doesn't affect them at all. Would you like 1 today? Or would you like 10? You want $1 million? Or do you want 10 million? It's simple. I get you 1 for you and the corporation simultaneously. Have some fun. After I build you up, no problem at all. They offer $99 more per card, but that's $100 million. That's too much for you. Now, I normally build up to you to get that $999 to get a gold card. Today, because I need to raise money for those people. Your discount, because I'm raising that $5,000, all right, only during this webinar is $275. You don't sell that for me, it's okay. Call the office later and you'll pay $9.99. There's a Zelle. There's a Zelle. Let Gina know too. She'll match all the orders today. All right, Dun & Bradstreet, supply and vendor credit only. Usually if I do it, what I do is I want to do the 5 accounts Instant accounts, Dun& Bradstreet, 80 score. Charge you $1,000 for my time. Today, if you want it, it's $399. I got to help those 6 families, and I got to help you. You get to get the best price you ever could. Bottom line is, I want you to do what I do. I'm afraid to be broke, so I get some Visa gift cards. I put them in my wallet just in case I need the money. And what do I do if I need it? I slide it to my cell phone called a what? All right, it's simple. It's called a Square. Then I can Zelle, all right, and have $1,000 to $5,000 on my Square in my account right away. There's the Zelle if you want me to do that for you too. Ultimate goal, always tell Gina. She'll make sure people follow through. Now, if you want the personal touch up to $1 million and you and I working together for the next 3 months in all the classes, call the office. 800-510-3338. Ultimate goal, gold and platinum cards. I love these things. The 29% rule doesn't affect them at all. And again, they offer how many? So you got a choice if you want. One more time. So last time I'm going to offer it, it's $275 to build you up to a gold card for you and the corporation. You want one or not? You Zelle the $275. Let Gina know. Credit rebuilding today. Going to hand you a $1,000 card. I'm praying Scott, listening to this, wrote down the prices because I'm making it up as I go. So a $1,000 card for credit rebuilding today. Have prices normally $499. I told you it's $399 if you did it right away. Simple. I don't have excuses. The $1 million in the making starter package. Oh, I love this, and I love the other one too. Setup class, level 1. All I know is if I can't get it here to you, you're not going to get it because you've been stuck. So articles, if you don't have them, officer's tax ID, all right, qualified CFO, setup in level 1, twice a week, Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. And this is normally $999. Like I said today, it is $799 to you if you Zelled it during the webinar. If you don't, call sales later on. Millionaire in the making, it's almost $4,000. You get $25,000 of credit. But again, you get the workshops and all the goodies. Today, if you Zelled it, is $1,999. Because I'm trying to help them, help you. We get to work together and help the other people too. You Zelle that right away. Let Gina know. Ultimate goal when I studied Mr. Buffett's father first. He taught his son how to leverage. The funniest thing is, if you understood leveraging, Mr. Buffett uses borrowed money and transfers stock to get all the businesses for free. It's funny. The man owns 100+ companies. Heck, he owns Ketchup, Geico, Coca-Cola, American Express, Duracell, Dairy Queen, See's Candy, British Juice, and Fruit of the Loom. This man's playing the game. My question, why aren't you? I'll teach you how to play it better than anybody. It's up to you, too. It's kind of like my client who won the lottery ticket. $1 million ticket. Calls the office 16 times. Ray, what can I do today? He says his tax attorney, his brother-in-law says, pay the tax now so you don't get in trouble. Not like my client who won Survivor, Richard, who screwed it all up. I said, well, you got a year to pay the tax. All right, if it was me, I would leverage it times 3. All right, because after you do that, it turns it into $15 million. All right, because you only get to keep $375. Is that enough? So then you can still pay the tax and buy a damn McDonald's today. He did that. We turned it into $15 million. He paid the tax, got a McDonald's. Unfortunately, I trusted him. He never paid me a check. Cash flow for your time. Everybody who talks about that is blah, blah, blah. If they're not handing you the money, how are you going to go get it? That's just the truth. My dashboards, authorized users, crap. Trade lines are crap too. I've got to make you the qualified CFO you need to be. My specialty classes, I do one every day, 6 days a week. I broadcast 25 times a week, live, no pre-recorded crap. Today at 3:30 happens to be the real estate class. It'll go for an hour plus. It's at 3:30. Office will send you an email for $249. If you Zelled it during the webinar to me right now, it's $145. And when I'm done, if you didn't Zelle it, you missed out. Got to help that family today and help you. After you Zelle it, let Scott know at review@raisecredit.com. He'll send you the link. There's the Zelle again. Always let Gina know. Ultimate goal, don't forget I do a Q&A twice a week too. Main thing for you is simple. I'm the guy that invented daisy chaining of credit 30 years ago. Turned every card into 99 more cards. IRS will tell you, anybody you ask, you can't write off personal credit cards, that's straight. But a corporation can. How many cards would you like? It's only 1,000 rules to $1 million company. 20,000 to billion. How far you want to go? Don't have the intent to rip anybody off or defraud them, please. All I know is this is what I want you to do, but you got to do what you want. You got a corporation today, if it's doing business, that's called dumb. Corporation does not do business, it gets credit. It sets up the line of defense like every millionaire and billionaire do. You see, the line of defense, they're the ducks, not you and the corporation anymore. Didn't matter about them. They basically didn't bring the pain home. They disconnected, they isolated, they incorporated a piece. They couldn't save it. They bankrupted the piece, they kept all the pieces, but they never brought the pain home. You got to learn how to play. You bought your house. Did you learn to use Ray's rules? Escrow, close, escrow, homestead, escrow, put it in a trust. You didn't do that? Well, if somebody sues you today, they take it away. If you die, it's stuck in your probate and your family got diddly squat. Please understand, you fix up a property today, you're going to hire a contractor that hires a subcontractor too. What if they, because they're the ones who stand at Home Depot, good workers, what if they slip and fall? What if they basically sue you and take everything you got, cut every corner they can? Every property you get for like investment and stuff, we want you to quickly deed it to a division. We want you to do an assignment of equity. You see, at the end of the day, when they try to sue you, I want to make sure they get diddly squat. Pretty simple. Let's understand something today. If you don't have a trust, I would pick a revocable trust if I was you. But at the end of the day, pick whatever you want to. Now, please, please, please do not play peekaboo with the IRS and make a mess. The IRS is the rule book. They'll tell you flat out, corporations don't pay tax or they make a profit. So please don't try to circumvent them. You're screwing it all up for you. If you did, hypothetically, go to irs.gov, download a form called 656 of 433A and B. Get your COVID-19 check. There's going to be another one for $2,000, I hear. Get your butt back in the system, please. Now, when you fix up a property, I want you to do it my way. You see, I'm one of the original OPMs. I want you to set up divisions and go to the manufacturer. I'll teach you in level 1 how to do and play that game too. All right, save up to 70%. I don't want you to pay a bill for 30 to 60 to 90 days anyway. I want you to use their money to fix up the property. Escrow closes, it pays off the debt. Maybe you got up to $200,000 left over. Don't act like you're rich because you're not, please. If you've had $10,000, $100,000 in the past and you pissed it away and you're broke today, write down Ray's rules, please, for all of you. Leveraging money. Borrow money's not taxable. Set up the line of defense. The Reynolds University, this was my office in my building before the coma. It was 22,000 square feet, 2 stories high. Bottom line is, because I brought in millions and billions, the bank would be at the office almost every day and going, Ray, what can I do for you today? Banks always kiss your assets when you got money. You don't have a pot to piss in, hell, they don't know your name. Why don't you learn how to leverage that money with that money come out of escrow? Banks borrow from the feds times 10, loan back 5 to you. That could have created $3 million of borrowed money non-taxable. Leverage money, raise rules, let's go buy a McDonald's. They got a little drive-through, they still open through pandemics. Now, my clients is Mrs. Fishborn and her son, all right, and Mr. Clinton too. Like I said, I used to incorporate all your rich and famous people. God rest Michael, Kirk and Vane. How about Kevin Costner too? How about Arnold? Keep going in. How about Free Ray, Ricky Ross? Come on down. How about a college professor too? See, you got to beat your doubt. That's what's hurting you. You're in your own way sometimes. Run your race and let me coach you the rest of my life. It'll be kind of fun. You see, you might want to get into that personal touch. I got one left. If I take this card in my hand worth $100,000 and I take off $50,000, the payment is $612.26. I look up C191D. I look up the word loan 8 times. I just loaned 5 people $10,000 apiece. This is why you got to get to the real estate class today. What happens? I put a second on their house. All right. I do a homestead blocker. UCC with a chattel mortgage. They don't pay. I get all their goodies. But what did I do? After paying the payment, I just created cash flow to free up my time. $2,449 of cash flow. Oh, you need more? How about 4,800? How about 7,347? You get to take the corporate credit and create your own cash flow if you want to free up your time. You're in charge of this. Now, there are 9 lines of credit up to $150,000. With the pattern of 3, that's only $5.4 million on a checkbook. Would you like one? I'm never going to show anything I didn't obtain myself. All right? Mansions, helicopters, yachts, getting past go. God's favorite one. My one. This is God's gift to me. So what did I do? I parked my race boat and my yacht in my backyard. How about you? Where'd you park yours again? Bottom line is helicopter, Lamborghini, building. What I want you to do is listen very carefully. I want you to protect your ass. You wrote a check the other day, and you know what happened? The next day, your house was robbed when you're at work. Why? Because your driver's license, as far as I'm concerned, say P.O. Box or mailing address. You got to remember Ray's rules. Never bring the pain home. You also have the Driver's Privacy Protection Act after the Schaefer bill. Remember, you bought a car the last time. What did you do? You let someone sweat you for hours on end. You got up to 9 inquiries, lost up to $5,000. And the car's registered to you. That makes you the duck. Tax ID, division. Tax ID, division. Write it down, please. What you should have done when they handed you the paper to run your credit, when you signed it, you should have took a picture with your cell phone. That's what you needed to do. I like the goodies, the houses and the cars and all the goodies too. You want some? Let me know. I like to build you your dream corporation and get you my workshops while I do most of the work for you anyway. Ultimate goal? You're going to drive your car to the grocery store or the bank today. Oh, goody. You're going to bump a car. They got whiplash. They're going to die. Then they ask you about your driver's license, insurance registration next. Remember, driver's license, I don't think should be your home address. Corporation could pay the insurance. And by the way, you're the registered owner. Who do you think they sue? Why would you be the registered owner to a car? Oh, I'm sorry. I hear it all the time. No one taught me the rules, right? Well, guess what? One of those nasty attorneys on TV, they're going to sue you and take everything you got. So let's understand something today. I want your registered of every car changed to a division under a corporation under tax ID. So if they ever try to sue you, I want to make sure they get diddly squat. Why not? Remember, today it's pretty simple. Look around your grocery stores and cities and the banks. Some of those locations shut down, but they're still in business. They bankrupted peace. They never brought the pain home. If you would have listened, those people that open close their business today, they wouldn't be basically increasing bankruptcy to 74% or more, or divorce as well. This is your pattern of 3. I need you to listen very carefully. I wrote the rules in 1986. You're going to get it from the horse's mouth versus the horse's you know what. Line of defense. Line of what? Defense. And that's what you got to learn to do. It's pretty simple. After we do this, division's got a problem. Oh, what are you going to do? We're going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. We're never bringing the pain where? Home. We're keeping the other pieces. You see, before I got married, I made 2 promises to myself. One, I'd never hold a baby in my life unless it was mine. Okay, my first daughter. From there, I said I will never bring the pain home when I get married because my wife should never feel the pain. She should be spoiled because I chose her as my queen. She chose me to be her king. So I don't bring the damn pain home, ever. You got a choice today. Those gold and platinum cards, 29% rule does not hurt them at all. You want 1, you want 10, how many you want? Get you one for corporation or the division or for you? Simple. Normally when I build it up, it's $999. Today, I will build up one and add it to your package for $275 while it's Zelled during the webinar. But if you don't do it right away, sorry, you missed out. It's called Zell. Let Gina know. You want to get into that personal touch one too? Get $1 million credit and you and I work together personally? There's only one left. I only sell 4 of those every 6 months. So Dun & Bradstreet, supply and vendor credit. You want me to set it up, get you 5 accounts, $9.99? Okay. Today, the discount is simple. It's $3.99, flat out. I'm going to get you the 80 score. I wrote their fast track program 33 years ago. Understand that flat out? I've been doing this for what? 43 years. Now, this is what I do because I'm afraid to be broke. Someone told me years ago, you're just paranoid. No, hell, did you steal off a pier and beg? Eat out of a trash can? Did your mother throw you away like a piece of shit when you were a little baby? She did it to me. I will not be broke. I got to have a backup for a backup. So I get my Visa cards from 1,000 to 5,000, put it in my wallet. If I got to slide it to my own damn square, I'm going to slide it today. I will not find myself backed in a corner, ever. You Zell that, and that's what we're going to teach you some more too. You let Gina know. Divisions, I love divisions. But the bottom line is I made a promise to create $5,000 today. Give you the discount of a lifetime. You help me, I get to help them. We all get to win too. Bottom line is 3 divisions, usually $1,500. I'm going to prepare it, send it to you right away. You're going to send it away, and they're going to come back. I'm going to do the tax IDs and add the history too. And I'm going to do it for $299 if you Zelled it during the webinar. If you don't do it right away, you missed out. Zell. Gina, no. Now, my wife asked me something on July 3rd. We're at our Huntington Beach house. We got 6 mansions, having fun. Okay, she says, can we bring a bunch of people to watch the fireworks? I said, honey, yes. Got to go fill up the yacht. $1,600. I used a corporate card. Wrote off the card, interest rate, and hell, I wrote off the yacht too. Look at the address. That's the largest U-Dock in Huntington Harbor. The next day, because someone had swine flu pneumonia, they killed me. People don't pay attention in 2009. The next day, you're dead. Bottom line is pretty simple. I made a promise in that coma. If God allowed me to live, I'd help people the rest of my life. That's why I'm here helping you. I haven't had a paycheck for 21 years. I don't want one. I don't need one too. You see, that's called H1N1 pandemic number 9. I came out of that coma, still had to walk around with an oxygen tank for 5 weeks. I knew how to seal my record to put it back to an 820. I popped $1 million card again because I had my 5 closet divisions. Write it down. You learn how to master that in level 3. God's using me today to help you. You going to pay attention? All I know is let's look at a Lamborghini, my favorite car in the world today, and the building too, all under tax ID. Reaching the dream. I've heard no a billion times. I don't listen to those dummies. Do you? Think can be the impossible. It's called raise rules today. Ultimate thing, I just want 90 days to get you started, to get you in the direction to the $1 million dream. Every seminar, workshop, and boot camp, you're stuck with me. I broadcast 25 times a week live. I don't like pre-recorded crap. My 7 classes, specialty classes, one almost every day but Sundays. Real estate's today, it's $330. The office is going to try to sell it to you for $249. That's a good price. Today, if you Zell during this webinar only, $145, you get to win. You would also want to tell Scott at review@raisecredit.com. I just Zell for this and that. Please send me the link. There's a Zell. Let Gina know too. Ultimate goal is up to you. Don't forget I do Q&As twice a week too. You see, what happens is motivation. I listen to it every day. You know, hearing about Steve, it took this and that, or this guy or that guy. I love the one with the cap. I mean, he goes blah, blah, blah. He didn't have a pot to piss in until he was going blah, blah, blah that day. And the bottom line is now he's going broke. Motivation's great. We all need it. But if they're not handing me the money and the credit to go get it, what the heck are you supposed to do? I don't want this taking you 20 years like it took Steve. Give me a friggin' break. Him and I argued on the beat. That was fun too. Today, let's understand something. I want to build you up to an 820. Get you at 100,000 of credit. I want you to stop being stuck, called safety. I want to get your corporation and divisions up to $1 million. I'll even guarantee it. You won't be stuck anymore. What's next? Me. Me, me, me. Guess what? It'll be fun for you. I'm having fun today. You having fun too? Simple. So I like to repackage your life, your house, your car, your bank account, and more. Bottom line is up to you to allow me to do this for you. Books and CDs, office will always try to do $9.99. They even send you an email too. If you did it during the webinar, because I normally give half price, I'm going to give it to you today if it is Zelled right away for $199. It's a giveaway. I'm trying to raise $5,000 during this webinar. I got to help some people today. I want to help you too. You zealot. You zealot. You let Gina know she's in charge of shipping and handling. That's what she does. Credit rebuilding today. $4.99's half price. It's a $1,000 card back to you. But if you Zelled $399 immediately, all right, that's your discount today. You still get the $1,000 card. The million starter package for a millionaire, qualified CFO, articles, also tax ID, setup level 1, twice a week, 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, Wednesday and Saturday. Half price today is $999. You get $10,000 of credit. If you Zelled $799 during this webinar, that's the price you pay to help me help those people, and I can help you. The millionaires in the making, pretty simple. It's normally $4,000. You get $25,000 of credit. Are you kidding me? $2,499, but today, during this webinar, it is $1,999. It's only during the webinar. You Zell. You let Gina know too. The 14th Amendment made corporations into people. We the people. The United States of America manages their 50 states. The states set up their cities. They manage them and set up the line of defense too. That's why they created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy public record. You can check it out. It's your turn to set up your line of defense. It's up to you. Never have joint credit. Never bring the pain home. When you buy a house, it's called escrow close, escrow homestead, escrow put in a trust. Every corporation needs up to $1 million of credit. Set up the line of defense, real estate, franchise, current business. I want you to master my rules, Ray's rules, period, in here. No one can take it away when we're done at the end of the day. Plan the problem, it's going to happen. What's going to happen? We're going to teach you how to master safety credit. Line of defense like the city and the bank and grocery store too. We don't want to bring the pain home ever again. You got to stay safe and strong. Here's the thing I want you to think about. Now, I only have literally a room for another $1,000. These are all the Zells coming in. Bottom line is, if you're not Zelling right away for a package, you might have just wasted too much time. I can only do it during the webinar. That's it. When they talk about the American dream, and it doesn't matter if it's rich dad, poor dad, blah, 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 and all that stuff, if they're not handing you the money and the credit, what is it at the end of the day then? Motivation? I'll shake you and wake you up, but I'll hand you the money to go get it. You got to realize you need to receive money every month, pay all your bills, drive the company car, go on a business trip, help other people, free up your time. You have to master the line of defense. You got to understand there's 1,000 rules for $1 million company. There's 20,000 for a billionaire. Where you want to start, where you want to begin. Credit rebuilding today, $399. You get a $1,000 card still in an 820. Starter package for a millionaire, $10,000 credit. Workshop's 90 days. I'm doing the work for you anyway. It's not $9.99 today. It's $7.99. Bottom line, millionaires in the making. $25,000 of credit and all the goodies and the workshops too, and I do the work for you. And the price is offered today is $1,999 to you now instead of $24.99. Again, stay safe, stay strong. If you're wondering what's next to come, let it be you and me. Let's build that relationship. Why didn't you build it all last year? Let's go get it. Let's remember life. God is always, remember, life is a gift from our Father in heaven. God has given us the opportunity to believe and receive. Let us make the best of the day and give thanks in every way. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. By the way, I'm always going to talk about God. I'm actually a pastor. You ought to see that too. If you did not Zell during this webinar, when I'm done, you can call the office. They will not honor what I offered during the webinar. I didn't give them any pricing today. And if they ask me, I'm going to say no, no, no. Because why would I give you a discount and pay them a commission to take an order and all they did is answer the phone? They have to sell it. That's called sales. They have to sell it. So today, you got 800 toll-free, 510-3338. The ultimate goal at the end of the day, if I can do this, so can you. All I know is being used and abused as a kid sucked. And I fought like hell. I've been pissed off since the day I was born to make sure I proved everybody wrong. The people, that mother of mine, All right, she couldn't believe that I got $2 billion plus just for me. All right, I guess she kind of screwed up. Oh well. End of the day, God loves us all.